Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at some of the best survival and co-op games you can play with friends, whether you're into building, exploring, fighting off enemies, or just laughing at the chaos that happens along the way. These games are perfect for squad adventures. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about Rust. Yeki, one of the most intense survival games you can play with your friends. Rust throws you into a massive online world where the goal is simple: survive. You'll chop trees, mine rocks, hunt animals, and craft weapons, but the real challenge isn't just the environment, it's other players. Every encounter can be unpredictable. Sometimes you'll make allies, other times it's a fight to protect your hard-earned loot. One of Rust's best features is the variety of servers. You can join solo-only servers, duo, trio, or even quad servers, depending on how you want to play. Some servers are hardcore PvP with constant raiding, while others are more chill or roleplay focused. Picking the right server really shapes your experience. With friends, Rust is at its best. You can team up to build giant bases, defend against raids, or go on the offensive and smash through enemy walls with rockets and C4. Few things beat the adrenaline of sneaking into a base at night, blowing open a wall, and rushing in while the defenders scramble to fight back. Rust is tough, unforgiving, but insanely fun with the right squad. Now let's move on to Minecraft, a game that's been around forever but still one of the best ways to spend time with friends. The beauty of Minecraft is its freedom. You and your friends can build giant castles, dig into endless caves, or survive nights filled with zombies, skeletons, and creepers. And of course, there's always the big challenge of reaching the end and taking down the Ender Dragon together. But what makes Minecraft even more exciting today is mods. Thanks to CurseForge, installing mods is super easy. No more complicated setups like the old days. Mods can completely change the way you play. Some make survival tougher with hunger, thirst, or deadly monsters. Others add machines, factories, or even nuclear reactors. And if you just want a prettier, richer world, mods can add new biomes, animals, and dungeons to explore. Even if you stick with vanilla, Minecraft servers offer endless fun with mini-games like Bedwars, Skyblock, or Hunger Games. That's why Minecraft never dies. It's a game you and your friends can play however you want. Once Human is a post-apocalyptic survival game that shines when you play with friends. The world is twisted by an alien substance called stardust, filling it with dangerous monsters and eerie landscapes. Like most survival games, you'll gather resources, craft weapons, and build bases, but what makes it special is the variety of multiplayer activities. You and your friends can dive into dungeons together, clearing out waves of enemies for loot, and if you're up for something massive, Prime War lets up to 40 players team up to fight huge raid-style bosses in chaotic, unforgettable battles. Building is another big part of the fun. The game offers loads of decorations and customization, letting you design your own dream home, from a cozy cabin to an entire fortress or themed village. With its mix of survival, exploration, and large-scale combat, Once Human offers endless moments to share with friends. Raft starts simple. You and your friends floating on a tiny piece of wood in the middle of the ocean, armed with just a hook. From there, it becomes a full-on survival adventure. You'll reel in floating debris, gather resources, and slowly expand your raft into a multi-story base. The fun really kicks in when you explore together. The ocean is filled with mysterious offshore platforms, from abandoned villages to entire city-like structures. Each location has missions, loot, and sometimes dangerous challenges waiting for your crew. Survival isn't just about building. You'll need food, clean water, and defenses against sharks constantly circling your raft. Over time, you can automate tasks, turning your floating platform from a few planks into a fully functioning factory powered by your teamwork. Whether you're tackling missions, building the ultimate sea base, or just laughing at near-death shark encounters, Raft is unforgettable with friends. Palworld takes the charm of creature collecting and mixes it with survival, crafting, and even a bit of chaos, making it an amazing game to play with friends. You'll explore a massive open world filled with pals, creatures you can catch, train, and fight alongside. But what makes Palworld stand out is how versatile these creatures are. Pals aren't just for combat, they can help you automate tasks like farming, crafting, and even powering machinery, turning your base from a simple camp into a thriving factory. Of course, the real excitement is in the battles. Together with your friends, you can challenge powerful bosses scattered across the map. These fights aren't easy, but teaming up with your squad and your best pals makes every victory feel epic. With building exploration, boss fights, and endless quirky moments, Pal World is survival meets Pokemon, and way better with friends. Don't Starve Together is the ultimate test of teamwork in a survival game. Set in a dark, hand-drawn world full of bizarre creatures, strange magic, and constant danger, the goal is simple: don't starve. But surviving here is anything but simple. You and your friends will gather food, craft tools, hunt monsters, and build camps to withstand the changing seasons. Each season brings new challenges, from freezing winters to scorching summers, and you'll need to prepare carefully if you want to stay alive. What makes Don't Starve Together so special is how every character has unique abilities. Some are great at fighting, others at farming, and some even come with quirky drawbacks. Success comes from combining strengths and planning as a group. With its eerie art style, unpredictable world, and endless replayability, Don't Starve Together is one of the most rewarding co-op survival experiences out there. The Forest is one of the most intense and creepy survival games you can play with friends. You crash land on a mysterious island, and your main goal is to survive, build shelter, gather food, and craft weapons. But the real danger? The island is crawling with cannibals. Playing solo, you'll feel like prey being hunted. But with friends the game flips, suddenly you're the hunters. You can team up to defend your base, set traps, and fight back against waves of enemies. The Forest isn't just about survival, though. It has a full storyline to uncover. Exploring caves with your friends is both terrifying and rewarding, as you'll find powerful weapons, tools, and dark secrets about the island. With its mix of horror, survival, and co-op gameplay, The Forest is unforgettable, whether you're building together or screaming together in the dark. Sons of the Forest is the terrifying sequel to The Forest, and it's even more intense when played with friends. You're dropped onto a mysterious island crawling with mutants and cannibals, and survival means chopping trees, crafting weapons, and building bases to withstand constant attacks. The building system is deeper this time. You and your squad can design huge fortresses, set traps, and prepare for brutal raids. Enemies are smarter and more aggressive, often changing tactics, which makes teamwork and defense planning crucial. Exploration is just as important. The caves and bunkers hide powerful weapons, rare resources, and chilling secrets about the island's story. Exploring them with friends feels like a mix of horror and adventure, where tension is always high. With improved graphics, smarter AI, and freedom to survive your way, Sons of the Forest is one of the best co-op survival horror games you can play today. Seven Days to Die is a survival horror game that combines crafting, exploration, and tower defense. You and your friends scavenge resources, build bases, and prepare for the constant threat of zombies. The real challenge is the Blood Moon. Every 7 in-game days, huge waves of undead attack your base, testing every trap and wall you've built. With friends, the game shines. One can loot towns, another can farm or craft, while others reinforce defenses. From underground bunkers to towering forts, creativity is key. It's tense, rewarding, and always unpredictable. Survival is brutal, but teamwork makes it possible. Muck is a chaotic, fast-paced survival game that's perfect for playing with friends. Created by YouTuber Danny, it looks simple at first, but don't let that fool you. It gets intense quickly. You spawn in a randomly generated world with nothing but your fists, then gather resources, craft tools, and fight to survive. What makes Muck stand out is its mix of survival and roguelike action. Each night, powerful enemies spawn, and they get tougher as the days go on. You and your friends will need to build bases, craft weapons, and coordinate attacks to stay alive. There's also a fun progression system. Finding rare loot and power-ups can completely change how you play, making every run feel different. Matches don't last forever like other survival games, so it's great for quick sessions filled with laughter, chaos, and plenty of "we almost made it" moments. And that's the list. If you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like and consider subscribing for more gaming content. Got a favorite co-op survival game that should have been on here? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.